Is Apana Mudra, which is the middle two fingers touching the thumb. This purifies the body by eliminating foreign matter. It's useful in constipation, piles, vita dosa, diabetes, urinary tract obstructions, kidney-related problems, dental problems, beneficial for the stomach and heart-related problems. And it causes a little perspiration, giving you energy and makes you more self-confident. So that's the middle two fingers touching the thumb. And we'll just close our eyes down and we'll chant Om 3 times. 80% of the breath goes on the O and 20% of the breath goes on the M. And this puts us in the right frame of mind to practice yoga. So with the eyes closed down, deep breath in. Om. And again, deep breath in. Om. And one more time, deep breath in. Om. Raise your hands up above the head, bringing your palms together and looking nice and warm. And then bring all that energy to the face and spread the energy all over the face and down the rest of the body. And open your eyes. So next we'll do Bastrika. Bastrika is a deep breathing exercise. And we'll do this for 5 minutes. Fingers still in Apana Mudra, the middle two fingers touching the thumb. With your eyes closed, take a deep breath in, filling your lungs, and then gently breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out should take about the same amount of time, 2.5 seconds to breathe in and 2.5 seconds to breathe out. So if you close your eyes down, I'll set the timer for 5 minutes and we shall begin. Breathing in and out, nice and gently. While you breathe in, imagine you're taking in positive energy and vibration. And as you breathe out, imagine all the toxins leaving your body. When the heart and the head get adequate quantity of energy and oxygen, the blood is purified and the body gets rid of all toxin. Lift your hands up above your head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm. And spread that warm energy all over the face and neck and shoulders, and open your arms. So we'll stand up. We'll start with some standing exercises. First, we'll do a spot jog, moving from one foot to the other, nice and gently. And then bring your arms into it, moving the arms up and down. And if it feels comfortable, speed up a little bit. And once again, if it feels comfortable, that little bit more. Trying to get the heart racing just that little bit. And then start to slow down and come to a halt. Feet apart, hands on the hips, and we'll revolve the hips. Making big circles with the hips, as big as you can, and pulling the tummy in. And last one, and then reverse. And last one. And just give the arms and legs a little bit of a shake. Feet apart, hands out to the sides, and we'll touch the alternate toes. So I'm taking my left hand to my right foot and back up, and then the same on the other side. Breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you go down. And one more on this side, and one more on this side. And just wrap the arms around the body, just to support the arms. Hands out to the side. Take your right hand to your left foot, and lift your left arm up behind and turn your head to look at it. And then back up to the center, and the same on the other side. Left hand to the right foot, lifting up that right arm and turning your head to look at it. And back up. And we'll do that again, same on each side. Left hand to the right foot, lifting up the left arm and turning your head to look at it. And back up to the center, and the same on the other side. Left hand to right foot, right arm up behind and turn your head to look at it. And back up to the center. And just give your arms and legs a little bit of a shake. Feet hip width apart, hands on the hips, and we'll lift the alternate knees. First one knee, down, and the other. And repeat this on alternate sides. And last one on this side, and last one on this side. Join your feet together, lift your hands up above your head, and just lean over to one side into a half moon. And up straight, and over to the other side. And up straight, and down the other side. Feeling that stretch in the side. Up straight, and down the other side. And then lower the hands and bring them to the hips. And bring the legs apart. Hands out to the sides, into a star pose. And then I'd like you to bend the knees, bend the elbows, and bring yourself down into a goddess pose. And just hold it there. Breathing in and out nice and gently while you're in this pose. And straighten the arms, straighten the elbows back into a star. And bend the knees, bend the elbows. But this time, take each individual arm above the head and back down. And straighten the arms, straighten the legs, back into a star. So we'll go back down one more time. Bend the knees, bend the elbows. But this time, take the hands down, leaving the elbows bent so that the hands are pointing towards the floor. And then take them back up. And again, down towards the floor. And back up. And we'll do that one more time. Down towards the floor. And back up. And straighten the knees, straighten the elbows. And lower the hands to the sides. And just supple yourself, wrapping the arms around the body. Turn one foot to face the front of the mat. Bend that front knee. Take a big breath in, lifting the arms up above the head, pulling the tummy in, stretching up nice and tall. And then lower the arms and turn to the other side. Bending the front knee, breathing in, lifting up the arms, pulling the tummy in, straightening the back. And lower the arms and round to the other side. And to the other side. Bending that front knee, lifting up the arms, reaching up for the sky. And lower the arms and round to the other side. Bending the front knee, big breath in, pulling the tummy in, straightening the back, lifting the arms. And lower and round to the other side. We'll do one more time on each side. Bending the front knee, breathing in, lifting the arms up above the head. Reaching up nice and tall. And lower, and last one, round to the other side. Bending the front knee, breathing in, lifting the arms up above the head. Lower the arms and just give the arms and legs a little bit of a shake. Take the right hand to the left thigh and the left arm behind and look over the left shoulder. Back to the centre and the same the other side. Right hand to the right thigh, left hand behind, right hand behind, left hand on the right thigh, looking over the right shoulder. Do that again on the other side. Right hand to the left thigh, left hand behind, looking over the left shoulder. And one more time on the other side. Left hand to the right thigh, right hand behind, looking over the right shoulder. And back to the centre. Just give everything a little shake. So feet apart, and we'll do chest expanding. Arms out to the side, bending forward, collecting the energy from the ground between the hands, lifting it up past the legs, past the body, up past the chest, past the head, and throwing it away above the head with a ha. And down again, collecting the energy from the ground, lifting it up between the hands, up past the body, past the head, and throwing it away above the head with a ha. And then one more time, down again, collecting the energy from the ground, lifting it up past the head, body, past the head, and throwing it away above you with a ha. So we'll come to the front of the mat and we'll do the sun salutation, a series of 12 postures to keep the body in optimum health. So feet hip width apart, palms together, hands to the heart in prayer position. And just take a couple of breaths here. On a breath in, lift the arms up above the head into a backward bend. Breathe out, folding forward at the waist, bringing the hands down to the floor into a forward bend. Bend the right knee, stretching the left leg out behind, and look up. Take the right foot to join the left, lifting up the hips into a downward dog. You can walk the feet here, just lifting each alternate heel off the mat. Before they walk the feet back and bring yourselves into a nice plank position. And then lower down to the mat, knees, chest, chin to the floor, hips raised slightly, hands next to the shoulders, elbows bent. Take a couple of breaths here. And then straighten the arms, lifting the head and bring yourself up into a cobra. Tuck the toes under, lifting up the hips, back into downward dog. You can lift the individual heels off the floor if that feels comfortable, but just do what your body allows. Don't force anything. This is your practice. Bring the left leg forward between the hands, stretching the right leg out and look up. And then bring the right foot to join the left, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. And then bring the hands to the heart and just take a few breaths. So we'll do that one more time. Take a deep breath in, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. Fold at the waist, bringing the hands down to the ground into a forward bend. This time, bend the left leg and stretch the right leg out behind. and look up. Take the left leg to join the right, lifting up the hips into a downward dog. Walk the feet back and bring yourself into a nice plank position. Before lowering yourself to the ground, knees, chest, chin to the floor, hips raised slightly, hands next to the shoulders, elbows bent. Take a couple of breaths here. And we'll straighten the arms, lifting the head back into a cobra. Tuck the toes under, lifting up the hips, back into downward dog. This time, bring the right leg forward between the hands and stretch the left leg out behind. And look up. Bring the left leg to join the right, lifting up the arms into a backward bend. And then bring the hands to the heart into prayer position. And just take a couple of breaths. And come back to the center of your mat. We'll put the arms out in front. And we'll just bend the knees, bringing the bottom down like we're sitting on a chair, into a half chair. And back up, giving the arms and legs a little bit of a shake, keeping everything nice and loose. And then we'll do that again. Hands out in front, bend the knees, bringing the bottom down like you're sitting on a chair. And back up, give yourself a little bit of a shake. And then we'll take the feet a little bit wider and we'll do a full chair. Join the palms together in front of you, arms straight. And then bend the knees, bringing the hands to the heart, lowering yourself down into a full chair. Wherever you can get is fine. It's not a competition. This is your practice. We're all different. If you can get right down, try and push your elbows into your knees just to make them that bit wider. But just don't force anything. Do what your body allows. And back up. And wrap the arms around the body just to supple yourself. Because we will do that one more time. Hands out in front, join the palms together, bend the knees, bend the elbows, coming down into a full chair. And back up. Feet apart. Lift the hands up above the head. Turn to one side and lower both the hands down to one foot into a triangle pose. Move the hands in between the legs so that they're on the mat in front of you. And then move to the other side. And then lift the hands back up above the head. So now we'll go to the opposite foot, turning that way and bringing both the hands down to the foot. then to the middle, to the other foot, and then back up above the head. And lower the arms and just give the arms and legs a little bit of a shake. Feet hip width apart, hands up above the head. Find something to gaze at and lift up onto your toes. And back down. And we'll do that one more time. Hands up above the head. Find something to gaze at and lift up onto your toes. And back down. And just give yourself a little bit of a shake. So we'll walk up and down the mat, first on our toes, exercising all the pressure points in the soles of the feet. Then on the heels. And the sides of the feet. And the insides of the feet. And then we'll come back down to the mat or your chair, whichever's comfortable for you. And we'll do the next breathing exercise, Kapalbhati. Kapalbhati is a breathing out exercise, and we'll do this for 5 minutes. Don't do this if you're pregnant, and if you've had a heart condition or high blood pressure, practice slowly, or an operation in the last 6 months, practice gently. Everyone else is fine. If you can't do this exercise for any of those reasons or any other, please just carry on with Bastrika, the last deep breathing exercise, and do that for 5 minutes. So for this exercise, the finger posture I like to use is Surya Mudra, which is the ring finger pressed down with the thumb. This balances the body, reduces weight, and increases the heat element in the body to aid in proper digestion. So with this exercise, the emphasis is on breathing out deeply through your nose while your stomach contracts. Inhaling will be automatic. So I shall set the timer for 5 minutes and we shall begin. This exercise helps the face become bright, lustrous and attractive. The internal organs get exercised, and it works with the digestive system, helping to regulate weight. It also helps to strengthen the immune system. Excuse me. So we've only 1 minute left. If it feels comfortable and you'd like to, you can speed up this exercise just for that extra benefit. But just do what your body allows. Just carry on as you were if that's not comfortable. Raise your hands up above your head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm. And then spread that warm energy all over the face and neck and shoulders. And open your eyes. So we'll stay seated, but we'll put the legs out in front, straight out in front of us. Hands next to the hips, resting on the mat. And we'll exercise the toes, just the toes, backwards and forwards. And last one. And then the whole foot, pressing the foot down towards the mat. And then pulling them back towards the body. Breathing out as you press them down. Breathing in as you pull them back. Out as you press them down. In as you pull them back. And repeat this. And last one, down to the mat. And back to the body. And just give the knees just a little bit of a shake. And then we'll revolve the feet, making circles with the feet, exercising the ankles, keeping the feet close together, and just making big circles with the feet. And reverse. And last one, and just give your knees a little bit of a shake. Hands behind one knee, lifting that leg up, and we'll make circles with the knee. First one way. And then the other. And lower that leg back to the mat. And we'll do the same with the other leg. putting the hands behind the knee, lifting the leg up, and making circles with the knee. And reverse. And lower that leg back to the mat. And just give your knees just a little bit of a shake. Hands resting on the mat, next onto the ground, next to the hips. And just tighten the knees, tighten the hips. Last time. And release. So next we'll do grounding. So we'll join the palms together, interlock the fingers, and bend forward, bringing the hands down towards the feet. Then move the hands to the side and to the back, to the opposite side, and back to the front. This is a good exercise for the tummy. And again, to the side, to the back, to the other side, and back to the front. One more time, the same side, to the side, to the back, to the opposite side, and back to the front. And then we'll reverse. So going to the opposite side, to the back, to the side, and back to the front, and again. And for the last time, to the side, to the back, to the other side, and back to the front. And just rest the hands on the knees and give the knees a little shake. So bend the knees, keeping the feet onto the ground, put the hands behind. And I'd like you to just straighten one leg, pointing the toe if that's comfortable, and just putting the weight back on the hands behind. And then lower it back to the mat. And then we'll do the same the other side. Straightening the other leg, pointing the toe. And then lower it back to the mat. Do it again on the other side. Straightening the other leg, pointing the toe towards the sky. And back to the mat and the other leg. And lower to the ground. We'll sit back up, bringing the soles of the feet together. And we'll do butterfly. Wrapping the hands around the toes and just moving the knees up and down while we breathe in and out. If it feels comfortable, you can close down the eyes. Just moving the knees up and down. You can open the feet so that you're looking at the soles of the feet. This helps the knees just to lower down that little bit more. But just do what your body allows. Don't force anything. It's not a competition. And then start to slow down, and we'll stop. Hands still wrapped around the toes. If it feels comfortable, bring the elbows towards the knees and just bring the head forward, stretching the lower back. And back up. And then bring yourself to a nice seated position. For the next breathing exercise, yulom yulom, alternate nostril breathing. With your right thumb, close your right nostril and breathe in through your left. Then close your left nostril with the middle two fingers of your right hand and breathe out through the right. Breathe in through the right. Close that nostril with the thumb and breathe out through the left. And repeat. Always start and finish on the left-hand side. And if you do want that little bit more from this exercise, you can breathe in to the count of 5, hold to the count of 5, and breathe out to the count of 10. But just do what feels comfortable to you. So I'll set the timer for 5 minutes from now. This exercise purifies the breaths and improves the level of oxygen in the blood. It helps the body to become healthy and strong. It gives you a positive attitude, and it also helps with blood flow to the heart, helping to prevent heart attacks. Always finish on the left-hand side. And then raise your hands up above your head, bringing your palms together and rub them nice and warm. And spread that warm energy all over the face and neck, and open your eyes. Then we'll do some lying down exercises. Just do a few lying on your back, straight down on your back. Hands next to the hips, legs straight, and just take a few breaths here. Now bring one leg up to 90 degrees from the body and point the toe. And then you drop it back to the mat. And do the same with the other leg. Up to 90 degrees, point the toe. And then drop it back to the mat. And then bend both knees. And then lift both the legs up to 90 degrees. Hands still resting on the mat, palms facing down. And lower them slowly back down to the ground. Nice and steady. And rest them on them. Lift one arm up to 90 degrees. And then the other. Now, if it feels comfortable, drop them behind the head to rest onto the floor. And just feel that stretch, the full body stretch. And then lift them up to 90 degrees. And then back down to the mat. Bend both the knees and bring them up towards the chest. And wrap the hands around the knees. And just rock from side to side, massaging the back. And then backwards and forwards, lifting the head off the mat and just massaging the whole back, backwards and forwards on the mat. And slow down and stop. Bring the hands back to the mat, palms to the ground, knees bent, heels near the bottom or wherever feels comfortable. Take a big breath in and just raise up the bottom into a bridge pose. And back down. And we'll do that one more time. Breathing in, bringing up the bottom. And back down to the mat, straighten the legs. And just take a few breaths. Bend your knees, turn over to one side, bringing your hands up underneath the cheek. And then push your palms onto the floor and lift yourself back. And bring yourself into a nice seated position once more. Put the arms out in front. Bring the hands together. Make 2 fists. And we'll make circles with the wrists. And then reverse. And lower the hands back to the knees. Hands onto the shoulders. And we'll flick the hands out in front. Feeling slight jerk in the elbow. And then out to the side. And then back to the knee. Take your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind, look over your left shoulder. Small twist in the back. Back to the centre, and then the same the other side. Left hand to right knee, right hand behind, looking over the right shoulder. And put your hands on the knees. Lower your head, bringing your chin to your chest. And rub the chin against the chest 3 times. And then lift the head back to the centre and then let it drop behind. Exercising the neck. Back to the centre, chin to the chest. Back to the centre, let it drop behind. And back to the centre, and then we'll make circles with the head. So chin to the chest, and slowly move your head to the left, to the back, to the right, and to the front. And to the right, to the back, to the left, and to the front. And again, to the left, to the back, to the right, and to the front, and to the right, to the back, to the left, and to the front. So we'll do Brahmari, and we'll do this 3 times. Place your index fingers just above your eyebrows, and then the rest of the fingers over your eyes. Close your ears with your thumbs, breathe in deeply, and then breathe out gently, making a humming sound through your nose. So cover your eyes and your ears. We'll do this 3 times. Raise your hands up above your head, bring your palms together, and rub them nice and warm. For the last time this time. And spread that warm energy all over the face and neck, body. Interlock the fingers, bring the hands to the forehead. Breathe in, press and hold. And behind the head, breathe in, press and hold. Onto the sides of the head, breathe in, press and hold. And on the top of the head, breathe in, press and hold. And bring your hands back down to rest on your knees, and we'll close with a short prayer for the health and humanity of others. So if you close your eyes back down, take a few breaths in and out. Om Shanti, 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 Shanti. May all be happy. May all be healthy. May no one suffer. May everyone prosper. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So we'll finish with clapping and laughing.